Good morning, it's time for XCOM. Let's do an alien abduction mission here. We're going to England because of reasons explained in the last episode. And I really need to go through and check that everybody's got the right weapons. Obviously this person does not. And armor. Or else we could end up down there without optimal loadouts, and that wouldn't be good. Okay, I think as a major you don't have to have the standard issue blue anymore. Pink is reserved for pink pony, so thinking of green, maybe? Good luck. She needs to go play in the mud, she'll fit right in. Fine. Okay, I don't have any other body armor. Let's go take care of that. So one of the things that I noticed is I don't get a chance to get into much of a groove recording these missions because the files are so big. A half an hour ends up being like 50 gigabytes, the raw file. And then I've got to go and edit it and put all the audio in and clean that up. And so I never really get into a groove, and getting in a groove in this game is important. When I'm playing without recording, I'll play for a couple hours maybe and do 4 or 5 missions in a row, and I'll get 4 or 5 missions in a row where I don't get touched by alien fire because I'm in that headspace and that groove, which doesn't seem to happen very often.
The next deployment site is in the UK. The aliens are continuing to target civilians for abduction in several major cities across the globe. We have to get down there and deploy as soon as possible.
Is it just me, or is Matthew smirking? I'm gonna kill some aliens. Maybe he's thinking about the Ashes, some sort of test match or something between the UK and Australia. So no mech this time. The mech is down for injury time.
This is Big Sky. Strike team is touching down now. Standing by for your orders.
Roger, Big Sky. Reading you 5 by 5. Strike 1 has the green light for deployment.
I'm on it, Commander.
We're going to do the usual and proceed very cautiously. I want to separate my heavies. I need to have them right next to each other.
On the move.
So I record these when I can, usually after I've fed the animals so that they don't make noise, although one of my cats likes to come to the door and meow because he's noisy like that. Doesn't really want anything, doesn't want to be let in, just wants to annoy.
On the move.
And get some attention.
Moving out. Enemies in sight.
Interesting move, guys. Let's get out of the way of the snipers, I think. Yep.
Copy that.
We can get a shot from Colin here. Nope. Interesting. I'm going to stay on Overwatch back here. Because...
Okay.
Tempted to switch to the better long distance weapon. I don't think that they'll be able to shoot back here, and if my snipers do get a shot, they've probably got a pretty good chance of hitting.
What's making that noise?
Uh-oh. No cover.
They're moving! Adjusting sights. Incoming over here.
We were very lucky.
That thing's gonna blow.
Really? The trash car is going to explode? Interesting. Oh, here comes the sniper shot. You heard it here first, folks. That's good. That's really good. So, I'm not delighted with what's happened, but it could be a lot worse. Okay. Speaking of a lot worse. Let's see what kind of shots our sniper has, because I know he's got one. Okay, you just take that then, and let's get rid of that problem. That is not. So Roz must have had the shot on the Mouton. Okay, not now. And what was that? 55. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the low probability shot to get hollow targeting, which will give Roz a better chance to hit. Unfortunately, hollow targeting does not stack, so there's no point in me having Colin shoot. I am going to do a headshot because if I hit with this, it's going to have a big impact. Okay, no, maybe not. What do we got here? Thin man has run down there, huh? Okay, well I gotta get away from here regardless. This should be a kill shot. Let's see. 62 is not fantastic, but the job got done. Okay, so we got Colin and this assault Elizabeth. Try and get rid of this thin man. So move number one is for Colin to kill it. Was going to be the hollow target, and then have Elizabeth run over there with run and gun maybe and do something about it, but that's fine. That turned out pretty well. Okay, we're away from this exploding vehicle, which I had no idea would explode since it already looked turned over and burned out, but
solid copy.
There's no accounting for taste.
Back online.
I'm not even going to look at you guys yet. I want to get my snipers in place.
Affirmative. Moving out.
On it. Let's rock.
Let's have a reload round.
Back
I'm not
online.
even moving up.
Reloaded. Aye, aye, Commander.
I know Elizabeth still got her laser pistol armed rather than her
What was that sound?
laser shotgun scatter rifle, but I want her to have a chance to hit. Do I even want to go over there? A chance to hit long distance targets. Now, that noise we just heard is probably a sectopod, which is kind of like my mech for the aliens. They've strapped one of those little sectoids into armored suit, and hilarity ensues. No, they're very, very dangerous. Lots of health, and they're angry.
I'm on it, Commander.
Oh, lots of damage. They don't even have hands. They have these arms that are laser rifles, basically, or plasma rifles.
Headed there now.
Alright, we're definitely in an intermediate mood. I'm going to ignore the meld on the left side there because I want to live.
Heading to that location.
And if you chase meld, you die. Oh, hi guys. Please don't nuke the car. You can kill the alien, but don't nuke the car. Good shot, Ross. Nicely done. 9 is a good amount of damage. We didn't trigger any other overwatches? Okay. Surprise! Now, unfortunately, he cleared the way for his pal. How do you not have a shot? You have a shot. 55%, that is horrible. I'm going to try and get
Moving.
you up there for that 10%. Hollow targeting. What did that outhouse ever do to you?
Adjusting aim.
65%. Usually good enough for our snipers, but we'll see. Okay. No crits. No crits. We're getting hits, but no crits. I really could use some crits here. I'm unhappy with everything. I'm going to take a risk. I'm probably going to activate 2 more thin men. Ooh. I really thought I was going to there. Good. So that plan worked out pretty well. Nice detail on that laser melting the concrete of that divider. That looked pretty good.
No need to ask twice.
Why am I doing that? Why did I do that? Risking
That's affirmative.
activation.
Got it.
I'm gonna go there for right now. There's nowhere else for me to go. I'm gonna try and get Matthew up here. Rods is way too far back right now. Okay, we're not gonna begin with you. So our next thing is to try and figure out where the aliens are. In fact,
Visual on the goods.
what I should be doing is getting Matthew to throw a battle scanner once I move him up here. So now a battle scanner would start to be useful. Take a peek on this right-hand side. I'm sure there are aliens on the left that we've bypassed.
Aliens have outfitted the sectoid creature we previously encountered with some form of mechanized body armor. This was likely an effort to improve their combat power. We should exercise caution.
And because we're XCOM, it's extreme caution! Not just regular caution. Okay, I hope I don't activate anyone on the left. Okay. Ain't nobody getting that meld, and that's fine with me, like I said, because I would rather be alive.
That's affirmative.
Okay, we're gonna move up into position and not really do anything.
Solid copy.
We certainly don't want to activate those aliens yet. But we probably will.
Look sharp.
Okay.
Enemies rolling up.
Good. I was just thinking she could kill him. How do you not have a shot, Matthew? Where's Elizabeth? You're the one.
I'm on the move.
Hey, Neo. How did you not activate?
Hunt him down. Aye, aye, Commander.
Better cover over here anyway. How did I not activate that Overwatch? How did that happen? I'm just totally confused right now.
Okay.
The whole point of sending Elizabeth up there was to try and trigger the Overwatch, which is now coming from here. This doesn't... That's XCOM, I guess. Wow. How does that happen, you know? Just explain that to me, please. When I sent Elizabeth in front of that target twice, that should have activated that Overwatch right there. Is this full cover? No. That's the problem.
Moving out.
Aye, aye, Commander.
So that's annoying, because look at the health on that thing. That's not what should have happened. Elizabeth should have drawn that Overwatch. She has lightning reflexes, which means she would have avoided it, and then I would have been free to run around in front of it. And I ran in front of the darn thing twice, so I'm pretty annoyed. Okay, good start, Matthew. Oh my.
They're shifting their attack.
No, 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 no. Who died? Okay. That's XCOM. I'm totally not happy about it.
Okay.
That's how it rolls.
Heading there now.
This will be great use of double tap. There's that upstairs area I was telling you about.
Kill confirmed.
Another day, another successful operation.
Yeah, except we lost Colin. So, I'm gonna live with that. I'm not happy about it. It happened because the game chose not to allow line of sight for Elizabeth to break that Overwatch, and not happy. So that's our first fatality in a long time. I could go with more rockets, but I really like this. Additional damage. It's a good finishing move, basically. We can kill people off with this. It does a couple points of damage and later 3 points of damage. So if you've got an enemy hanging around with you know, a couple pieces or a bit of damage, a couple hit points left, you can finish it off. 15 mil, that's pretty good.
We will be in touch, Commander.
Okay, so we expected that. Looks like our
You're
alien
telling me that
containment
we
is
should
ready.
risk the lives of our troops so we can take one of these things alive.
Yes. Without a live specimen, I'm afraid we've reached the pinnacle of what my team is able to accomplish.
And how do you suggest we do this, Doctor?
The autopsy I've just completed confirms that the alien's physiology is quite similar to our own. A highly concentrated electrical current delivered at close range should cause
Close range? And what happens if it doesn't work? Do you really think this is worth the risk?
I do. We do not know our enemy. How can we hope to stop something that we do not understand? If we can capture one of these creatures alive, we may be able to communicate with it.
And interrogate it. Find out what they want. Where they're operating from.
Yes. That possibility outweighs all risks, in my opinion. I can construct a safe enough facility to house our captive, but I do not know how we could possibly communicate with it.
Not to worry. I will see to that.
Headache.
All right.
Oh my god.
I'll speak to the commander.
No, the commander's like Santa Claus. He's watching me right now. Okay. So we've been given our marching orders to go get an alien. We need to make a containment area for it, and we need to buy a bug zapper. Oh, we need to build the bug zapper. Okay, well we have Waze, which is Brazil and Argentina's South American advantage for getting that continent. I'm going to do these. I'm going to go through them real quick. If you want to read what they say, you can pause it.
Despite its physical appearance, this machine doesn't seem to be made up of any organic components. Its surface has an unusual metallic composition that somehow interacts with the vapors it releases for concealment.
That was a seeker. So, I mean, we get advantages for this. We don't have the gene lab set up yet. Not necessary. None of those things are things I'm interested in.
We were only able to recover the suit's central core, although the pilot's corpse also survived intact. The armor itself is quite interesting. The design is highly responsive while still providing extraordinary strength.
This could be good for the mech.
We've yet to recover one of these in functional condition from the field. The men seem to enjoy using them for target practice. But the present time, we know that the cyber disk, as they've been calling it, is heavily armed, but it shows no clear pattern of behavior on the battlefield.
So we never saw one of those opened up. It opens up in this bug-like appearance.
Based on what we've seen in the field so far, including several grotesque examples of trauma resulting from the emergence of its young, we've taken to calling this specimen a chrysalid.
Okay, so we could make a slightly better form of armor. That's an add-on, though, like a grenade or something that we carry into the battlefield. But I'm glad to catch up on these.
This is the most physically aggressive specimen we've discovered so far, which the troops fondly refer to as the muton. I can only assume there's a colorful backstory for such a designation.
Ammo conservation is awesome, as we use less.
The tall one has, up until this point, been unofficially referred to as the Thin Man. Initial testing has revealed a concerted effort by the aliens to modify this specimen's genetic structure in such a way as to make it appear human. However, on closer inspection, they seem to have had some trouble concealing the eyes, which appear to be reptilian in nature.
So I could reload and play this mission again and probably keep Colin alive, but I'm not doing that. I'm playing this as if I'm playing on Iron Man mode, which means that the Iron Man mode would have the computer save everything and I wouldn't do anything and I wouldn't be able to reload and that. But I've had problems with Iron Man where the save file gets corrupted.
This particular specimen as a floater. The research team is continuing in its efforts to determine how the aliens prevented the organic tissue from rejecting the mechanical components, as they seem to work in perfect harmony with one another.
So I'm treating it as if it is an Iron Man run, and here's the last of our autopsies. Really glad to catch up on this list.
We've made a number of interesting discoveries based on the autopsy results of the alien specimen you brought back. The research team is now referring to this particular variation as a sectoid, based on the unusual structure of its internal organs, which we believe to be the product of genetic manipulation. As we've seen in the field, this species also seems to harbor some sort of telepathic ability.
Okay, I'm going to make this arc thrower. I'm going to get started on ammo conservation for sure. Servo motors is good. And improved medkit. We'll go for that for sure. 14 days. Holy cow. Shaped armor is good. Okay. I think we're out of money. We don't have to.
The foundry is already warmed up. I'll make sure to notify you as soon as production is finished.
So we still have 28 engineers because I got scientists, so I can't build a... How much money do I need? Build the alien containment, 85. Okay. We'll build that over in the left corner there. Or right corner, I mean. Wow, we have a lot of Thin Man corpses. We just don't need this many. There's 70. Get these. Build it over here. We don't have power. 50, yeah, we're gonna need more power. How much do I need for this? 50 and 2 power. So no, I don't want to launch satellites. I want to sell stuff. I want to get down to this steam area and excavate it, because then I can get a I can put in a steam generator. This will definitely help us out. I'm kind of disappointed with how things have gone in this last mission, obviously. Nobody likes a death. But them's the breaks, and that's what I'm living with. We've got our marching orders, and I will see you in the next mission. Thanks for watching.